Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm here with my review of Platinum End episode 4, and I have to say, I want Metropolitan Man to die. Like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, what he did was beyond livid. It was a like, bro, I was in total shock come close to the end of the episode for the actions that he was going to do, because we all know his whole point of everything that's going on is to kill the other god candidates so he can become a god, get their powers, whether it's wings, red arrows, and white arrows, so that way he is the only candidate left. But the fact that we come to find out the cause for everyone to get an angel is they're practically a near-death experience, right? So from last week's episode, we were introduced to Blue and Yellow, and they are two candidates who both have wings and red arrows. So, they're calling out Metropolitan Man saying, hey, we're here. Well, Metropolitan Man called all the god candidates to come to the baseball stadium so he can call out all of them and then fight them. And two of the candidates, as we know, Blue and Yellow, they came out and said, yeah, we're gonna go challenge you because you say you wanted to come kill us, so we're here. We're ready for it. We're ready for what you're about to do, right? So the whole time, the dynamic between Blue and Yellow is really tight because both of them experience, not getting into the schools that they wanted to, their severe depression and contemplating on suicide, and just in a moment they got their angels. So they're trying to protect each other and everything, and you can clearly see they have a very close relationship. So the whole time they're laying out their plan, come to find out that Metropolitan Man that was there isn't really there. He was watching everything from where he's staying at, and every time they're kind of distracted, he swoops in, takes out the imposter that he put there, who he shot with a red arrow, mind you, to follow his commands, and he will put himself there. What really shocked me the most about this episode is to come out, one of the god candidates is a young little girl. She looks no more than someone around 7 to 9 years old, and the reason why she got her angel, and she only has wings, so she has a second rate angel, so she only has wings. She doesn't have no arrow, no red or white arrow, so she's not safe. She is not safe whatsoever. So the reason why she got her angel is because she was being bullied at school. So you can see what that lead to. And she's like, I want to be here to help you guys. I'm willing to get shot by your arrows, because what Blue and Yellow was doing, saying, if any other god candidates are here in the stadium, come forward. We'll shoot you with our red arrows, so that way we all can band together and fight off Metropolitan Man. So it seems like a pretty tight-knit plan. It seemed like it was very smart of them to do, so that way, because we come to find out actually the reason why the arrow never shot Metropolitan Man. So remember, when you get shot by a red arrow, it only disappears after 33 days. So once you've been shot, you can't be shot again until that 33-day period has passed. So that's why he couldn't, the fake Metropolitan Man couldn't have been shot in the first place. So this was all, of course, orchestrated by Metropolitan Man, because the minute Blue and Yellow appeared, their fates were sealed, right? And then we were introduced to Metropolitan Pink and Green. Come to find out, they weren't even god candidates either. When Blue and Yellow came to shoot them, they were actually paid off by Metropolitan Man, right? He used them as a means to distract, and then he shot Blue with the white arrow, killing him instantly, then shot Yellow with the red arrow, making him under his command. And then when the whole audience is really not paying attention other than Mirai and Saki, he chained the little girl and Yellow together, and he gave them like an ultimatum. He had the white arrow ready, and then he's like, so what you're gonna do? Yellow wanted to run, and it was like very painful kind of to watch, because while Yellow's trying to run off, and these cuffs look like some futuristic cuffs, so they're not your regular, it was starting to cut into the little girl's hand, so it was very uncomfortable. So just a forewarning into some kind of form of gore. It was uncomfortable because, mind you, it was a little kid, and Yellow's trying to protect himself. Despite him being shot with the red arrow, I guess a god cannon in a way still has some form of conscience, more so than a regular human would have. And then he still got shot. He got shot by the white arrow. What really made me mad, and I really want to see Metropolitan Man get revealed what his name is, and for him to die a very vicious death. This dude had no care in the world to kill a little girl in front of hundreds of people. He did not care. He's like, even her angel had to go and start begging, pleading, don't kill her. She's a little kid. And he's like, okay. He didn't shoot her as of yet. And we have where Mirai and Saki are just like, they're in shock along with the audience. And then Saki is crying like, yo, somebody save this little kid. Like, and then Mirai is like battling in his mind right now saying, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And he have an instant flashback to, you know, him not being there to save his family. He lost someone important. And it's just like, nah, this is too much. The episode ended where he got his halo around his neck. So that means he summoned Nase to come fight him. Now, it just ended on that cliffhanger. But man, if you guys aren't living with Metropolitan Man at this point, this guy is atrocious. He needs to be taken out. Like, you took the kid, shot her with a red arrow so she doesn't, you know, deny your commands or anything. She follows you. And then you're like, nah, she's a god cannon, so she gotta go out too. You know, you were gonna kill her in front of hundreds of people just to obtain a power. And it was just really, I think that was the one thing that just really set me off. And I could have done a live reaction for it, but I really wanted my thought, just to say my thoughts out, because man, I did not think it was going to escalate that much by close to the end of the episode. So now, by next week's episode, we're gonna really see Mirai. He's going to out himself. It was coming up to that, but we just didn't know how. And it just took one little kid to cry, begging for their life, for Mirai to say, nah, this dude has to be taken out. Like, dang, this dude is cold. Metropolitan Man is cold. So, gosh dang it, man. That end of the episode really put me in shock. I'm sitting here looking and I'm like, is this guy for real? Is this guy really serious? He's really about to take out a little girl. And for what? I know people will probably joke saying F them kids, but gosh dang, this little girl is crying. She's crying out for her mommy. She wants her mom, and mom is not there to save her, right? And then you had all the people in the stands. It's like, this dude is really gonna go and attack a little kid, like, and he's a hero for justice? Nah, he's just a piece of crap. He's a piece of crap. So, that being said, do tell me in the comment section below on how you felt about this week's episode of Platinum End episode 4. Do you know this was always Metropolitan Man's type of character? Were you as shocked as to what has played out through the entire episode, especially within the last 10 minutes? What do you expect to happen in episode 5? I would love to hear it. The links are in the description box, so you guys can go check that out. And I'm Kimmy-chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye.